watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.
So here we are today at right field at Woodley Park. This will be the last game of this series here. Pankaj is the umpire at this end, and we'll talk about the other one shortly. Lashings won the toss and elected to bat. It's very dry here this afternoon. It was very foggy this morning. But it's certainly dried up. No wind at all, absolutely still conditions. And Lashings had a good game yesterday, but weren't quite able to bring it home. And so they'll be looking to try and get a win here if they can. The Seattle Thunderbolts had a winners yesterday, and they've made it through to the next playoff round. So the standings at the moment, Chicago Capitals for the Central Zone and Dallas Exforia, they have 11 points apiece, and St. Louis is not far behind. Well, they've got 11, but they've played one extra game. In the East, New Jersey has got 10 points. New Jersey Stallions has 10, and they've only played 6 games. Behind Philadelphia has 10, but they're in third position because they've already played 8 games. Ahead in the West Division, which is the one we're looking at here, East Bay Blazers have scored 12 points in 8 games, and Seattle Thunderbolts are on 12 with 7. So if they win, they still go to the top of the division, and they won this in 2023, I believe. Atlanta, the South, Atlanta Fire, they've got 10 points in 8 games, followed by Baltimore Royals, 9 points in 6 games. So they have the potential for going to playing in the next round as well. And behind them, the Morrisville Raptors with 9 points in 6 games. So both the Baltimore Royals and Morris Raptors could move ahead of Atlanta Fire. So here we come. Clinton, who's ranked number 1 to face. Oh, sorry, not. Gural facing. Clinton is leading the statistics in the batting for Thunderbolts, is what I wanted to mention. Okay, Lashings 0 for 0. Looking to get a win here. They've played very, very well. They play well in the first 3 or 4 and then have a hard time sustaining it. So we'll see what happens today. Straight back to the bowler. Atif Atwala as premier opening bowler here for the Thunderbolts. Chosen to open the bowling at the Wong end. We have cameras either end. Sometimes it's hard to know which direction, so that we mention Wong. So in comes Atif. Bat just underneath the ball there. Attempted cut shot. So on average, these teams really have needed about 9 to win per over. So give you a sense of the scoring that's required for these batsmen right off the bat. Bit of a start here. This one slightly short of a length, straight out to mid-wicket there. Out of a nice runner. This one's short and hooked. Naik, the fielder, had a very good innings, third game, 87. Strong partnership they put on of 133. Good all-rounder. He bowls this one short. Tries to get it to bump. It does. Bit of wood on the bowler. Goes for a single. So 2 off the over so far, and that's the end of the over. So Lashings off to a careful start here, wanting to not lose any quick wickets. Yesterday they made it to 100 with 8 wickets in hand, and then quickly went through them as they tried to catch up. So Kalicharan, nicknamed Kali. Deep Misra. So the team for the Seattle Thunderbolts today: Ataf Alawala, we've just seen, open the bowling. Reuben Clinton, who's their domestic wild card, because a U.S. citizen, although born here in the United States, although grew up in South Africa. Abhinav Sudashamnam, Sanat Misra, who you're seeing right now, bowling number 2 here. Good medium pacer. Indrachav Chauhan, who's the captain and wicket keeper. Dev is an interesting story. So, right on a length. Pushed out to the offside there for a single. Dev was named by his father, Ian Dev Chauhan. Shows he's from a cricket family. Named for his father's 2 favourite all-round players, Ian Botham and Kepil Dev. So Ian Dev Chauhan. Sashwat Kolj, domestic player. Rahul Nama, Sujit Nair, who we talked about, very good all-rounder. Nishat Veer, otherwise known as Banti. Shivam Sharma, who's also had a very good innings in that 130 partnership. And Abhijit Mansinghi, who's one of the top bowlers in the West Division. So Lashings now on to 11. for no wicket. 2 fours off Misra there. Sanat Misra, under 19, so he's learning his craft right here. It's a good game to do it in because as Thunderbolts have secured their promotion to the next rounds. So if you're going to test out a player, this would be a good place to and time to do it. In comes Sanat. Nice length ball. Flicked off the legs there to mid-wicket for deep mid-wicket. Now Captain Ian picks it up. I'm sure Ian Botham would be amused. Lord Botham now. They suddenly realised what he'd done for English cricket. It took him about 20 years. And he was such the wild boy when he started. In comes Herbert. That's a beautiful drive for 4 runs. So it's 12 off the over in boundaries, and then another 2, so 16 so far. So Sanat Misra getting introduced to the big leagues here. Last ball of the over. This one's short, dug in, pushed away. Good over for the Lashings. That score moves on to 16. And good experience for a serve out there. 14 off the over. That's the scoring rate that Lashings will need to take on the Thunderbolts. Strong batting side. Got it. So, Captain Ian there changing helmets. Ian played first-class cricket in Mumbai in India, played Ranji cricket for a while, played over 100 first-class games before coming over to the United States. Had a long chat with him yesterday, actually, who was saying that Abu Dhabi and the United States now offer good playing opportunities for the top players, and they're happy to add those 2 countries to their travel itinerary. And of course you can do this now with the jet travel the way it is, because England were the only 2 playing. It's a different story because everything was done by boat in those days. All right. Sujit Nayak now into the attack, showing his all-round capability. And that one's flicked to the leg side here, and it's going to go for 4 right under the gantry here on the Severn end. Severn field name for the Severn family who were involved in cricket here from 1926 onwards. Almost 50 years of active participation. Had a big impact on the grounds in the game. This one on the off stump and pushed away with respect. So Sujit Nayak seeing his right arm spin here. That one's off the pads and appeal, and not even a leg by. Score 20 for no wicket. Four off the over. Getting a lot of torque on that ball. Well stopped there. There'll be no run off that. Fielding of Seattle Thunderbolts is quite crisp. They put down, their fielding gives them the edge, I think. Right on a length there. All the batsmen, Gujral just pushes it back. Both batsmen on 10. Tidy over here by Sujit. Slightly on the off leg stump. Pushed out, no run. So good tidy over there, exactly what the captain wanted. The score still 20 for no wicket. So Atwala brought back into the attack here. This will be his second over. Nice for that. Pushed out on the offside. There'll be 2 on 2 on that. Nice bit of slide fielding there by the fielder. Zati for very consistent line and length. Into Cali. Pushes that down on the leg side, straight to the fielder. Close in square leg there. Still on the power play. So just 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. I'd consider 50 a really good power play. We're about half that at the moment. So Atif's doing a good job of containment here. Again, just pushed down for a single. Good running there between the wickets. As the ball hits the stumps. No room for error. So 3 runs off this over so far. Atif slams that one a lot harder into the ground, right on the length, and earns a dot ball. This one's slammed in short, and it gets played like a tennis shot there on the leg side. Stopped on the boundary. Good piece of fielding. This little extra sharpness that the Thunderbolts display in their fielding probably nets them about 10 runs, 10 to 15 runs, and that's a winning margin in these games. So that's the end of Over, 4 runs off the over, score 24 for no wicket.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So the umpires of this game, Pravin David and Pankaj Chaudhuri, they've done a great job umpiring these last 4 days here. In comes Atif. So that's the end of the over. Score 24 for no run, for no wicket. That was 6 runs there. Beautiful shot. Sujit. That one's pushed away on the leg side. There'll be just a single. Glorious 6 that. Beautiful on drive. There's now familiar trees clearing near the top. Nice little flick down there, leg goes out to the offside. Actually, it looked as though it was going on the leg, but so Kalicharan on 13 and Gujral on 18 now. 11 off the over for Sujit. Rare that he gets tagged for a 6 like that. Good batting, goodbye Gujral. This one just pushed out. Both ends holding up, rotating the strike very effectively. Still in the power play, 31 for no wicket. This one's cut down, very fine, and it's going to go all the way for 4 runs. Beautiful shot. So an expensive over here for Sujit. 11 off the over. Yeah. Watch that fine shot there. Gets through the slips area. Nice piece of acrobatics there, but nothing doing. And it goes across the boundary. So the score at the end of the over, 35 for 5 for no wicket.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So, Harakan Gujral, batting very effectively. He's one of the wild cards, playing for the Lashings. And Khalid Charan, well-known name in cricket, but Kirstan is his first name. He's a free agent. So two very experienced batsmen here. This one's hit high, goes over the inner ring. Will it roll away for 4 or not? Yes, I think it's 4 runs. So the Lashings having a good start here. Don't want to jinx it, but it's a good power play for them. Lovely scoop shot, that. Almost like a reverse scoop. Not quite. Score 39 for no wicket. Pushes that one out, goes straight to cover point. Nothing doing. So Nishant Veer, number 157, domestic player. These players sometimes like to put their top scores on their shirts. I'm not sure whether that's the case with Nishant. We'll find out later. But in comes 157. And this is driven hard and high, and that'll be 6 runs. 6 all the way from the bat. It's a couple of well-driven 6s. So Nishant Veer, otherwise known as Banty, in for the attack. And another fine hit there on the leg side. Will it go for 4? Yes, it's gone for 4, so that's 10 runs in back-to-back hits there. Pushes it out to mid-wicket there, no run. So Banty definitely got a task ahead of him here. 14 off the over so far, last ball of the over coming up. Will they make 50? This one's dug in short, and there's no run off that ball, and that will be 49 for no wicket at the end of 6 overs. That's the end of the power play. A good power play for the Lashings. They had a good, sensible opening partnership here with Gujral on 32. Some great 6s there, and Kalacharan on 17. So the end of the power play off. The fielders now can drop back onto the boundary if they wanted to. If Ian Chowan wants to reposition the field here, but he's keeping quite a few players inside the 30-yard circle still. Sujit Nayak here on a good length. So Sujit Nayak trying to keep the run rate down, but Lashings, after 5 days in the field of playing, have improved a lot with their batting. Slightly shorter, pushed back, more confidence. It really does show the value of these games. Playing good opposition over a week period is quickest way to learn, I think. And as we saw earlier, bringing in the 19-year-old, he got blooded, but it's good experience. Nice drive there on the onside. There'll be just an amble single for that. So Gujral on 34 now after 26 balls, and sorry, Kalachuran, yeah, and Kalachuran now facing with 18. There was a close encounter of the third kind, going down to third man there, and they managed to get well run two there between the wickets, these two. This one's pushed out on the leg side, and they'll just give one on that. The throwing and the fielding is excellent here on the Thunderbolts. And Lashing's done a great job moving the score along to 56. Run rate of 8. 7 overs gone. Hot, still day, probably in the night, late 80s, 90s. No wind at all. Previous games have had quite a good crosswind, so spinners not getting much help from the crosswind. So the score 56 for no wicket. So Sujit Nayak just taking a water break here on the boundary after bowling the last over. Slightly short, pushed out on the offside. There'll just be a single there. So Mansingi, the new bowler, he's one of the top bowlers in the division. It's brought on when things are getting slightly out of control. Here's finger spinner. Right arm over. Right leg, this one is picked up beautifully. It's going to get in the fielder's hands, perhaps. No, it's over, jumps over the boundary rope for 6 runs there. Bounces off his hands. So Lashing's doing an excellent job of putting the ball in the air and scoring runs with it. So Ian, the captain, doing what he can to stem the run flow here. This one's short, pushed out to the offside. There'll be a single there. Score moves on to 63 for no wicket. Abhinav Riap's got to be happy, the captain, for Lashings with this start. Kirsten Kalachan facing, tries to push that on the leg side, and it's judged a wide by the umpire. Good piece of close-in fielding there by Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt fielding, definitely. I don't know what it is about Seattle, but their franchises are named Sonics and Thunderbolts. They take their lightning seriously up there. Pushed off to the leg side here for a single. And these two feeling very comfortable as openers, playing very well. Already put on 65 for this opening partnership, and that has to be the best in this Lashing series. So they've got to be feeling good about that after a tough round of games. They've held together very well as a team. It says a lot about the character of the team. It's easy to hold together when you're winning, but when the pressure is on and you just miss some close ones, that's a real test of character, and these Lashings have passed that. So Kirsten has moved on to 23, and Gujral.
Global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%. How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
So Rahul, the new bowler. Rahul Nama, domestic player. First ball gets hit for a single. So Ian Chan definitely rotating the bowling pretty effectively to try and keep the Lashings off balance, but they're still scoring quite fast. Run rate of 8.2, which is their best run rate of the tournament as well. Pushed out now onto the offside. It'll be a single. These two looking quite comfortable. I'm sure Gujral would love a 50. Kalacharan on 24. Gujral on 43. Good test here for Rahul. Wraps him on the pad outside the leg stump. Nothing doing. A well-earned dot ball. Strong appeal. Nothing doing, says the umpire. Little dab out there on the offside. Ian Chan picking it up, the wicket keeper. Good piece of running there. He's very athletic, very fit 35-year-old. Played a lot of cricket, very experienced player. The Thunderbolts are doing a good job of growing their team organically with a lot of academies up north. They're building one that can play all year round. And a sort of warehouse outside in Redmond, actually, so they'll be able to play in the winter months as well. And if you want to, get your son or daughter involved in cricket, You can call their website, and you'll see all the links there to the various academies in Seattle. And Gujral signaling for some water, I think. He's on 43. So Gujral electing to take off the helmet and playing in a cap for now. Mansinghi due on for his second over here. 10 off his first over. Kalachran facing. Straight out to cover point, no run. So projected score about 140 at this rate. It just pushes straight back to Mansinghi, no run. Mansinghi is quite capable of putting the clampers on the bats, on these fiery bats at the moment. They're down a little bit. They're at 7.39 run rate now. This one just pushed out for a single. That was a fast piece of running there at the end. It had to be. There was a big run out yesterday by Thunderbolts. So Mansinghi bowling very tidily at the moment. One of the best finger spinners in the country. That one's lifted over the inner circle and the misfield there. A rare misfield by the Thunderbolts. Went for 4 runs. He's taking it to his right, and it spun past him to the left and over the boundary. Probably worth a replay if they can capture it. A lot of spin on that ball. You can see it bounces straight toward the fielder. Coming in, bouncing. In comes the fielder. Looks as though he's got it easily. Wrong foots him and misses it. So a misjudgment there by the fielder. Score now moves on to 74-5 for no wicket. So Mansinghi a little bit unlucky with that boundary there. And this one, oh, totally beat the batsman there. Tried to sweep it away. And at the end of the over, the score 75 for no wicket. So Los Angeles Lashings, a very good start here of 75 for no wicket. I'll be very happy with this. Mansinghi, a nice tidy over, just 6 off the over, bringing down the run rate a little bit. Kalachran to face. Play and a miss. Gujral on 48 of 34 balls. Kalachran just not quite seeing it as crisply as Gujral at the moment. Gujral pushes us out to for a single. Moves on to 49. Kali now facing. Rahul Nama, the bowler. Right arm over. This one's look big appeal for a stumping, but his foot was well grounded and in the crease. Nice piece of camera work there. Umpire's done an excellent job in this series. There's never been a bone of contention or very smooth running operation. A lovely flick that. For a single. So Gujral, 49. Now facing as Nama comes in from the wrong end. Manages to push that one out, and that will be his 50. Congratulations, Gujral. I think that's his first 50 of the tournament, so he'll be well pleased with that. With the Lashings now at 78 for no wicket, their best start. There's no real pressure on the Thunderbolts. They've already qualified, so Hakaran Gujral pushes that one out. Beautiful camera work. Glorious day for doing camera work. It almost looks as though we're out in the country, right here in the middle of Los Angeles. So 79 for no wicket at the end of the over.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Players keeping well hydrated here on the boundary. This one's pushed out to the leg side. There'll be a single there. So another question is, will it be a 100 opening partnership? That would definitely be a first for the Lashings this time around. Airs it out a little bit, and this pushed out to mid-off over here. Sujit Nayak. Mansingi still bowling. It's his third over. Just 18 off the first two so far. This one is a beautiful attempt at field there on that swept ball, but they're a single. Counteracting the spin with this, with the sweep there. Nice bit of fielding, very athletic. So 3 off the over for Mansingi, 3 singles. This pitches this one up, moved out on the offside, nothing doing. Score now 82 for no wicket. As the Lashings cruise here, I don't want to jinx them, they played very well. This one's slight on the length and it's driven hard on the offside, on the onsides, right to the fielder. So it'll just be a single. That's what happens when the power play is off. You have those fielders in those deep scoring positions. You're seeing one of the top bowlers right now here in Mansingi. Back comes out of the back of his hand. Backspin rotation. And the score ambles on to 84 for no wicket at the end of the over. Mansingi 5 off that over, doing his job of keeping the runs down with a run rate of 7.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
That was big miss there by the Thunderbolts. Score 89 for no wicket. Gujral now on 56. Rahul Narma 4 off that last ball. This one's short. Missed in flight. So came off the wicket there. He'd already played his shot. Yes, unfortunate drop there. So Thunderbolts not playing up to their usual standard in the field as far as fielding is concerned. Couple of chances now. And Lashings looking very comfortable. 89 for no wicket. 5 off this over. Rahul Narma bowling quite tidily, had a chance there for a breakthrough. This one's short and that's pushed off to the leg side. And that'll just be a single on that one. So at the end of 13 overs after this ball, well, projected run rate would be about 150. Rahul short and missed there by the batsman. Quite wide outside the leg stump, but the umpire's not, even though there's a query there for a wide, it's not giving it. So Kalachyan on 32, Gujral on 57, 90 partnership so far by these two. Been moving the score along, just gone under a 7 run rate.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
So Gujral elects to put his helmet back on, his chapeau, the red helmet, and hooks this one high. Well, actually probably swept that one, got right underneath it. And that's 6 runs all the way. So Mansinghi tagged for a 6 there. Great shot, it gets right underneath it. Clobbers that one. Goes the deep extra cover there, 6 boundary. So Lashings now 96 for no wicket. This one bowls it up to the batsman, who just taps it away for a single. Score now 97. So a rare 6 off Mansingi there for his first ball of the over. Another backspin ball. This one's hit hard, and it's adjudged to 6 even by the Thunderbolt fielder. So that's 100 up, 100 partnership for these two. Kristan Kalach and Harakan Gujral, best opening partnership for last series. Some great shots, a lot of 6s. This is one thing they were lacking in previous games. Home run here right in front of us with 157 on his back. So the magic helmet did the trick. Taking a bit of a water break here, so while they do that, we'll just give it a bit of a break. It is a hotter day today, so the players do need to hydrate more regularly, and that's been happening. And Mansingi now 30 balls in this over, coming in for his 5th. Batsman reaches out, just managed to tap that one. It's going to be 4 runs. So this is uncharacteristic expensive over for Mansingi. It's a great reach here by the batsman. Outside the wide line there, and steers it away for 4 runs. So the Lashings, I think that is the first century partnership actually in this tournament, is, you know, opening partnership. And as you can see, we're brought to you by Yash Technologies. Here Mansingi for his last ball of his over, and that's going to be straight to the fielder, just a single. So an expensive over there for Mansingi. 18 runs, 39, and bowling his last ball of the over here. And this one tapped again, same direction but straight to the fielder. And so at 108 for no wicket, there will be a change in bowling. So Kirsten taking that offside guard, which is seeing a lot more now in T20 cricket. You've got to be feeling pretty comfortable about your ability to adjust when you take that guard. And of course, it's designed to take away the offside game from the bowler. This one is hooked, driven to the onside, stopped on the boundary. So Shivam Sharma, the free agent, now into bowl at the Wong end. So Lashings having a great first partnership here. Shivam, and nicely dabbed down straight to the fielder. Up there. Dot ball. So nicely pitched up on the leg side, hit high and hard, and 6 runs. I thought it was catchable, but it wasn't. It's very hard to judge those distances. Excellent 6 hitting here by the Lashings. They are lashing the opposition at the moment. And their name comes from lashings that are used to tie things together, create strong team partnership and so on. And we're really seeing it here right now as they lash the bowling. In this case, this one fuller length, hit hard on the offside. It's going to be out. Caught after an excellent innings. Out goes Gujral on 70. You can feel well pleased with that little performance. That leaves Kalacharan on 44, so he's not far from his 50 either. And at 115, the partnership is finally broken up off Sharma's bowling, the previous ball being a 6. It's hit in the opposite direction, and a catch at midfield there. Here it comes. Slight mishit, head up in the air. He was actually aiming for the leg side, and it went up in the offside. Right into the outstretched hands of the fielder. Nice little catch. Good example of how to catch a high ball. And in comes Harry. Mr. 172 is top scorer in India. Hard-hitting batsman, capable of moving the score along. With a run rate at 7.84. To be safe, Lashings would need, against the Thunderbolts, at least 9 and over. So Harry's taking a middle guard there. Actually, middle and off by the looks of things. Yeah, middle and off. Got some great camera work here to see those guard positions these batsmen take. So Lashings 115 for 1 right now. Sharma just picked up the first wicket. Short, and he's bowled. Bowled. We're on a hat trick. So what a sudden breakthrough. And oh, good piece of stumping then by Ian. We just got a bit of a replay. We can see what's going on. Oh, that was short and sweet. Harpreet will not be happy with that. It looks as though he's stumped, but his feet are fully grounded, so it'll be interesting to see what he says. I'll find out later. In comes Shetty, very accomplished bat, scored a lot of runs for the Lashings in this tournament. So Harpreet out. Of course, Shetty is facing a bowl on a hat trick. It's a hat trick ball here, so is the field going to come in or not? Haven't seen any hat tricks in this tournament so far. Oh, I've just been told that there's just been one hat trick on the East Coast, Gurjanan Singh. So here we go. And he digs it out. Oh, hat trick. And they get a run on that. So Chetty's off the mark and away from the hat trick ball. Excellent over there by Sharma, exactly what Thunderbolts needed. They were definitely falling behind in the wicket department. So all of a sudden Lashings 116 for 2 with 5 overs to go. So they potentially could make 150 here. And that's catchable by Thunderbolts. So they need to push it on a little bit. They got the wickets to do it. So we'll see what happens. So Sujit Nayak back into the bowling attack for the Thunderbolts. He got 73 in a partnership 130 in his third game here. Also a very effective bowler. This one's right on a length and is pushed out there by Chetty. And they'll go for 2. Good running and a little misfield there by Thunderbolt fielder. So Chetty knows what his captain wants. Quick run rate up to 7.7 now. So if they can get 30 off these last 5 overs, that'll give them a score of 150 thereabouts. This one's short and pushed out to the offside. Not so much pushed as cut. And that'll just be a single for that. So Chetty batting very after his timeout in the middle. And Kalacharan facing, he's on 44 off 38 balls. He's picked up his pace quite a bit. So Lashings playing a good game today. So here can come Sujit. Slightly shorter, hooker ball. Misses it. As it goes down on bended knee. It went too much to the leg to play that sort of shot, I believe. Moving quite a bit. Captain making an adjustment in the field there. Ian Dev Chauhan. This one's on the leg side and this time picked up by the batsman. Straight to the fielder. There'll just be 1 run. So Kalacharan now moves on to 45 with that. Chetty on 4. Chetty in the yellow helmet. This one on a length and pushes that one off on the leg side. It'll just be a single straight to the fielder. Full length ball pushed out. Another single, ambled of course. So Sujit putting the clampers on a little bit with the score now at 122 for 2 at the end of that over and just 6 off that over.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Lashings playing with no pressure today, running well between the wickets. There hasn't been any mess-ups at all. Playing well within themselves. And they can feel quite content with this performance. This one's pushed out to the leg side. And that's what these games are all about. It's about improving your performance, and Lashings have done that. So another single. Kalacharan now on 47. In comes Sharma. This one's driven straight back. And that's going to be 4 runs. Nice drive by Chetty there. Shivam Sharma, the bowler. Sharma's a big name in cricket here in Southern California. Skander Sharma had 350s playing for the San Diego Surf Riders. And here's Sharma, the bowler, playing for the Thunderbolts. Chetty facing now. He cuts that one down. Lovely shot for 4 runs. You could see that as soon as it was off the bat, the pace off that cut there was professional style. Sharma bangs it in. Chetty takes advantage. Timing was immaculate. So Chetty already on 13 off 6 balls, batting very well. This one's short and he scoops that one to the onside, and there'll just be one off it straight to the fielder. So now Kalachran on 47 off 42 balls here. Score now 132 for 2. 2 balls in the over. There's a hook there on the onside. It'll just be a single. Kalachran now under 48. Sharma 11 off his over so far. And the run rate moves up to 7.9. At the end of this ball, there'll be 3 overs to go. This one's short and driven to mid-on, straight to the fielder, and it'll just be a single. 134 for 2 at the end of the over. Sharma 14 off the over.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
All right, another water break here for these batsmen. Kalachran's now been in for the whole innings. Been carrying his bat. He's on 48. 3 overs to go, and Lashings on 134 for 2. This won't quite be their highest innings, but we'll see how it finishes. Atif Atwala coming back on, the fast bowler. This will be his 3rd over, so he's got another one left after this, so he'll probably finish off this innings. And he comes. Chetty tries to reverse sweep him, nothing doing. Practicing that shot. A little bit too fast to do that, I think. Good example here. There he is, trying to do the reverse sweep, but misses it. Loses his balance in the process. Any way you can get runs at this point, it doesn't really have to be too elegant. It's the runs on the board that matter. So Chetty facing, he's on 15. In comes Atif. This one a fuller pitch. Putting the clampers on the Lashings here. Long run up. Very fit. And this one nicely picked up there by Chetty. And that's a lovely shot. 4 runs. Very opportunistic shot on the leg side. And he's happy with that after those 2 dot balls. Slightly fuller pitch there by Atwala. Nice little flick. Beautiful timing. Great photography work there. Just seeing that ball all the way into the wildlife reservoir there. And comes out well off his 4th ball. This one's slightly shorter. This one cut away on the offside, and it's going to go another 4. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for the LA Lashings. As they move the score up to 142 for 4. Lovely here. Beautiful shot. Again, so fast that it skids past the fielder there. So Atwala, 2 back-to-back fours, 2 balls to go in this over, 8 runs off the over. And it comes, this one's on full length. And that skids back behind the stumps there, missing the wicket keeper and going for a single. So the run rate now up to 804, 143 for 2. Thunderbolts are going to have significant score to chase here. Standing on the sidelines is Elmore Hutchinson, ready to finish off with a flurry of sixes like he did yesterday, hit back-to-back sixes. In comes Atif. Kalacharan facing, he's on 48, he's carried his bat throughout this innings so far. 2 overs to go. This one's way over his head. No ball. And that'll be an extra ball. Score moves on to 144. Oh, they judged that wide, yeah. So Lashings not getting tied down at all in this innings. They've done a great job of maintaining momentum. In comes Atif. This one's on, and it's pushed away. There'll be a single at least. Great acrobatic fielding there on the boundary. I'll get 2 runs off that. Full-on somersault field there. Really nice to watch. 146 for 2. Watch this piece of fielding here. That's Clinton doing the fielding out there. He's quite the athlete. I'm sure he played a lot of rugby before cricket. Be interesting to find out. South Africans usually play both sports well. The Springboks actually got their name from in 1907. They started playing. The rugby team started playing as under the Springboks label, and a year later. And one great South African connection with this particular grounds is Sawbury Smith, who captained the first England team in South Africa. So there's a strong connection. Larded with gold at that time. They just discovered gold in South Africa, and a lot of the tours were funded by it. Anyway, so here's Chetty, 146 for 2. Kalacharan has just got his 50. Score 146 for 2. Chetty facing. He pushes that one out on the offside. There'll be a single there. So Kalacharan, excellent innings, well modulated. Allowed his partner to push the score along, and picked up the slack once he was out and taken the offside guard there again. So Kristan Kalacharan, Kali nickname, and Kansundi Misra bowling his second ball. He's rolled. An attempted flick there. And there'd just be a single. Sanat Misra, under 19. Had a tough first over. This one's coming on at the other end now. They're coming on at the Wong end. Got the yellow truck in the background watching. That's Parks and Rec. Take care of the grounds here. In comes Sanat, the 19-year-old. This one's shorter. This one's been absolutely tagged. And is it going to go for 6? And it's stopped on the boundary. Great piece of fielding there. The fielder jumped out to stop it bouncing over. So guaranteed 4 becomes 2 runs. Pushes it back in and saves a guaranteed boundary there. This one's short and again driven hard, and this one goes under just near the gantry there, and that will be just 4 runs all the way to mid-on. Chetty batting very, very fast and effectively. He did this in the last innings as well. He's a powerful bat. Great drive. Loving that shot. So 154 for 2, the Lashings. They're really going to be able to keep the Thunderbolts at bay, I think, with this sort of score. Run rate now of 8.25. 2 balls to go in the 19th over. Slight mishit there, but it's still going to be runs. It'll just be the one, I think. Yeah. So Calichuran on 51 and Chetty on 31. I'm sure Captain Abhimanyu will be happy with this performance. Finishing strong. Do. Last ball of the over coming up for Sharma. This one's full of pitch and pushed out to the onside for a single, straight to the fielder. And that'll be the end of that over at 155 for 2.
A global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%. How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
156 for 2 now. They put the single up. Run rate of 8.21. So they give a good number to chase here. MILC stumps there. And that one gets right through. So Atif bowling the last over here and choosing a wide angle. Sort of like Barnes's bowling back in the 1900s. He bowled very similar. Used all angles to confuse. That was a good piece of camera work. And the middle and off guard here by Calichuran. And this one he picks up beautifully, and that's going to be 6 runs all the way. Very crisp hitting there by Calichuran as he moves on to 58. The score now 162 for Lashings. This is I think their best performance of the whole tournament for them. Lovely shot. Clears the boundary with plenty of room to spare. And they're happy. It's been a long haul for them, and they've come through here with their tail held high. So Atwala tagged for a 6. 4 balls to go. Having carried his bat now on 58, involved in a 115 opening partnership with his partner, and Chetty coming in after he'd lost 2 quick wickets to stabilize and get 2 runs and over. His strike rate is just under 2 runs and over, or 200. So excellent work by these 2 batsmen looking to finish off this innings on a high note. Scored 162 for 2 with 2 balls to go. In comes Atif, bowling wide again. This one he pitches up and is picked up again, and that's brilliant piece of fielding there by Clinton. Like a scrum half, just trying to head that one off, and it's 4 runs. That rugby training coming in there. Been a good area for scoring for Calichuran. 2 back-to-back boundaries. Managed to just get the bat on that. That'll be 4 runs. And that's 170 for 2. By far the best performance by Lashings in the batting department. They had 8 batsmen left to go with Elmar all padded up. Must be 1 more ball here. 6, 4 and 4. 14 runs and 4 balls here. A torrid end to the innings here by the Lashings. And pushed out there to the offside, and they're going for 2. Good piece of running there by Calichuran at the end of a long batting spell of 20 overs. And the last ball of the over coming up, and the last ball of this innings for Lashings, as they're on 172 for 2. So Atif having a hard job keeping the lid on these Lashings. And I'm sure they would have wished they'd had this performance earlier in the tournament, but at least they had it. Last ball of the innings here, and this one just bumped away for a single. So 173 for 2. The winning score would be 174 at 8.65 needed. Chetty on 32, Calichuran on 69 not out. That'll look good for his average. And yes, he's sweating quite a bit. He had an excellent innings. Batted very well for the Lashings. And I'm sure his captain, Abhinu, is very happy with that. So Gujral and Calichuran opening with 115 partnership. Harpreet out very quickly, and Cody then picking up the slack with 32. And Elmore, Vedant, Abhinu, Ruba, Rayna, Akmal, none of them having to come in and bat. So Seattle Thunderbolts need 174. And we'll take a break here with the batting Atif. He's got 35 runs, no wicket, very few wickets. The only bowler is Shivam Sharma picking up 2 for 20. And then Abhinu Mansinghia got tagged in the last over, but his best an average of 9.75. And Sujit Nayak managed to keep the lid on it with 7 off his 4 overs. So a good, very good batting performance by the, and just the wickets falling on 115, and that was it. So that breakthrough after the opening partnership, as these two brought it on 174 for 4, and we'll take a break. So the Lashings now coming in after a very good performance out in the field. Right now, a nice ground view shot there of the players just finding their position. Clinton will be opening, and he was leading the batting at one point. He'll be looking to get that position back, I'm sure. Akmal's going to be opening for the Lashings as the bowling. So Abinu Riap will be well pleased with the performance of his players. Elmore Hutchinson there, the premier opening bowler for the US for many years. And Clinton will be facing. Classic bowling style there, coming in, good run up, a skip, sideways movement. I remember Brian Close being here many years ago about cricket being a sideways game. Well, you're going to see it with Akmal right now as he comes in on this run up. Tightening up his shoes there. This broadcast brought to you by minor league cricket. Morrisville is one of the administrative areas, but these two batsmen, Clinton and Ian Chowan, Ian named for Ian Botham, presented by Yash Technologies. And then Akmal, there's that side step. Clinton just plays it close and down. Yeah, Yash has been a great supporter of this broadcast, and very grateful to them for supporting the growth of cricket in the United States. This minor league is doing the trick. We saw an under 19-year-old come in earlier for the Lashings, for the Thunderbolts. Had a tough first over, and second over is bowling a lot better. So good experience, unblooded players and playing with experienced players. Clinton very experienced, first-class player out of South Africa, living in New Zealand now. That was close. It's 4 runs. Ian Chowan, the wicket-keeper captain. It's right behind that left-hander. I think even Clinton would admit that was a close call. So Clinton starts with a streaky 4. It's better than last time. He was out, run out for a duck. So I'll be happier to get off the mark. Very purposeful batting stance Clinton has. And in comes like a fuller pitch. Clinton drives that straight to the offside for the left-hand batsman, of course. The bowler coming in from the Wong end. Great camera work there up on the gantry. Cricket here on a Monday in Los Angeles. Very nice. As the Dodgers are trying to clinch their division in the baseball playoffs. Akmal on a good length there, straight to the same fielder. Clinton not able to pierce that mid-on position just yet. Mid-off position for the left-hander. So Akmal Hajizada, the bowler. Glorious weather, very still. No wind at all. Fairly humid today by comparison to the previous days. Now it's pushed out to mid-wicket. They will get a single off that. And 5 off the over so far, 5 for Clinton. Now the captain to face, right-hander, so left combination. It's good in boxing, it's good in cricket. In comes Akmal and warns Clinton not to get outside of the crease, just being a gentleman. Anything to get an edge in these games, they're very competitive. That one slammed down short, and it'll be a misfield, and they'll get 2 off that as a result. Head out on the leg side there, off a short ball. And after the end of the first over there, that's 7 for no wicket. Clinton 5, and the captain Ian. A little bit of a misfield here. I think that's what we're going to see. We'll take a break. That's 7 for 0. So Captain Riap bringing himself on early. He's inclined to bowl both sides of the wicket, over and round, just setting his field. We're still, as we know, in the power play. Chetty here on the boundary, one of the 2 outside the inner circle. Chetty doing a good job of putting his oxide on. Good piece of fielding there by Riap. So it's an unusual orthodox start for Riap here. Usually it's a while before he brings himself on, but trying a different strategy here. Captain and part owner. This one pitched up and hit hard by Clinton. That's going to be 6 all the way. Clears the boundary with 3 stories to spare. Ian Chowan. So Ian gets the 6. Look, they're similar stature, these 2 players. Another nice sweep shot there for 6 runs again. Back-to-back 6s off Riap. Gets right behind that. Immaculate front foot. All this almost emulating the symbol of the minor league cricket right there. And thank you, Yash, for bringing us this broadcast. Seattle now 20 for no wicket. Rate of 13. Highest run rate that the Lashings had was they got to 8 midway through. So They need to get the clampers on, Lashings, if they want to win this game. So Harry wicket keeping, Harmeet Singh. Captain facing captain right now. These are the two captains of both sides. And now we've got 14 in the over with that single. And round the wicket. Straight to covers there. Extra cover. This one's slightly shorter, and then peel there. Nothing doing, says the umpire. So 14 off that over. And the score 21 for no wicket. Clinton asking for the scoreboard to be updated there. No, Chowan, the captain. Hutchinson coming on at the wrong end. Chowan already on 15 with those back-to-back. Clinton on 6, starting off with a 4 there. It's a bit of a streaky 4, but 4 nonetheless. In comes Hutchinson. Menacing run, slams that one down short. That's John. Pushes that out on the leg side, and there'll just be a single. Good piece of boundary fielding there. Works out hard, does Elmore. Gets that one past the batsman. I guess Joe Garner is about 6'8". I'd put Elmore Hutchinson probably 6'4", 6'5", but he's broader than the bird was. All of these fast bowlers do a lot of running too. In test matches up to 12 miles. In comes Hutchinson. This one's shorter, pushed out, straight to the fielder. No run. Hutchinson, number 55. Played for some local franchises here too. The LA Gladiators, Los Angeles Gladiators he's played for. And then he comes. Menacing length. Shorter than most, but because of his strength it's coming up. At waist height. This one's shortish. Hooked away there by Clinching. Picks up a 4. Fielders on the boundary there. On the one fielder, still on the power play. He can surround on that ball. Good running there by the captain, Ian. Both of them would have been impressed. I think about taking a ball, but decide not to. Very tidy over there by Elmore after an expensive one prior. 5 runs off that over. And that brings down the run rate to 8.67, which...
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
And so it's good to lather up early. Actually, just listening to some instructions from his captain. Chuan facing. The Thunderbolts captain. So Shah, the Lashings bowler, and he comes. Straight to the fielder. Akshay Shah, and under 21. Bowling to a very experienced Seattle Thunderbolts captain. Full length. Makes easy work of that, does Ian. Just guides it to the boundary effortlessly. So Thunderbolts off to a very strong start in reply to the 174, 173 that Lashings put up. This one, better length, plays right back to the bowler. Mumbai play, Ian played a lot of his cricket in the Mumbai area, I gather. Chatting to him yesterday. Also some Ranji cricket in there. This one slams it down onto his foot almost. And Akshay, 3 dots and a 4 so far. Pushes that one by straight to mid on there. Good bowling here by Akshay. Three dot balls and 5 runs. Last ball of the over coming up. Score at 31-0. So the Thunderbolts on pace. With wickets in hand. But the Lashings opening partnership of 115 was great effort. In comes Akshay for his last ball of the over. This one's shorter, catchable, but nobody in the vicinity. Finding the holes in the field there, and that's the over. 6 off the over, 32 for no run, for no wicket.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Elmore now off the attack. In comes nice ball outside the off stump there. So Akmal. Muhammad Akmal Hajizada. Likes to be known by his middle name, Akmal. Right arm full length there, hit hard. And that will be either it's definitely a boundary, and I think it's going to be 6. Yep. 6 runs off Akmal. Clinton pushing the score along now. Great on drive there. 6 all the way. Very compact playing style, Clinton. A lot of power in those shoulders. In comes Akmal. Most of the run-ups are about 15 paces. That's a great cut that goes all the way to the boundary here for 4 runs. Really, by the time it finished, it was an off drive. So 2 variants of drive shots on display there. 2 boundaries. Clinton, a great drive. Yeah. Oh, is that, yeah. In comes Akmal, releases short this time. Miss hit there, but it doesn't carry to the fielder. There are overthrows, but well backed up. No runs off that. Yes, on that last one I called a drive, it's actually a reverse camera sweep as well. So it actually went through 3rd man, but so we had a drive and a top edge through 3rd man. Last 2 scoring shots. So Akmal 7 off the over. 5th ball coming. Short and catchable, and he's out. So a breakthrough there for the Lashings. First wicket down on 43. And I'm sure they would like to take that shot back. It's Ian Chowan, the captain, out on that shot. 21 runs. Slight mishit there, and that was enough to get him out. There we go. So number 1 out. A very reasonable start by the Seattle Thunderbolts. They're 43 before they lost the wicket. Still in the power play. And still ahead of the scoring rate that Lashings put up. So Akmal very happy to get a wicket after being tagged there for 6. Ian had taken 11 off the over before he was out. I mean 10 off the over before he was out. So Nishant Banti moved up the order here to get some experience. Via nickname Banti. No, sorry, I thought we had 157 there. Akmalan with his last ball. Nice take there by the wicketkeeper. Two hits on the wicket, so just what the Lashings needed. Who were beginning to sail along quite nicely. So Kohli, the incoming batsman. Sashwat Kohli. Sashwat Kohli and had a very good innings of 133 with Nayak, Sujit Nayak, in their 3rd game here, so quite capable of scoring some good runs. Just gets a bat on the ball there from Shah. Sure, the 19-year-old a scalp today. And over here for Shah. Bowls very well. Nice full length there. Punched away by Clinton for a single. In comes Sharp. Nice again. Hard to get away, but this one's going to go for 4. Just by the tree here, that's 4 runs all the way. Straight drive coming up. Three balls, 5 runs off Shah with this over. Great experience for the youngster. Nice full length ball straight to the fielder there, mid wicket. He's still on 4. Again, and another excellent length ball, and that was almost into the hands of the outstretched point there. A little tired piece of fielding, understandable after all these games. And it creeps through for 4 runs. More trying hard to reach that, but just escapes him. So 9 off is over for Shah so far. And this one right on the off stump again, straight to the fielder. Shah bowling quite well, good length. Anything short was hit, so finishes the over with 9 off it. 52 for 1. So power play now off and major adjustments going on in the field. Spin bowler, good containment bowler, so seems to be thinking on this occasion. One's wide outside the off stump, gets past the fielder. Go. Come into play. And they run 2. Spitting outside the off stump for a wide. Driven hard to the onside for 6 runs, right high up in that biggest tree of all. There goes Clinton, moving his score on to 31. Showing his abilities as one of the top batsmen in the league. Really concentrates hard when he bats. I can see it in his actions. That was an off break. That one spun inwards. Action to normal. Off break on that one. Amble single. 62 for 1. Two wides in the over so far by Rayner. It's uncharacteristic. So Kohli on 8, Clinton on 33 balls. Driven hard, and it bounces off the hand and caught. Beautiful piece of by Elmore Hodgson. Cut it off, got his hands to it, didn't manage to clamp them down, and then on the second bounce off his hands, brings in the catch. Great piece of fielding there by Elmore. So he'll be happy to have that catch, and also a breakthrough there for the Lashings, just as the Thunderbolts are getting hold of the bowling. Yeah. generating a catch. That's a lovely piece of fielding here. Watch the ground he covers. Ball bounces off his hands, and then he keeps his concentration, reverses the stride, and catches it. Or catch. Doesn't get much better than that. So Clinton's still there on 32, Curly the out batsman. In comes Shivam Sharma, who's got some good runs in this tournament. Good middle order back. Capable of consolidating. Score 63-2. Run rate still ahead of the Lashings. 4-5. 2 balls left in the over. All well hydrated. And it's very humid, well, not humid type conditions. That's shortish. Sharma treating it with respect. And then just pushes it out to the fielder on the offside, and that'll be the end of the over. No, but there are more balls to come. That's the over at 63 for 2.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
Avenue now into the attack again, and this time he's picked up the ball, and it's a brilliant catch there. Chitty really sacrificing his body, just going up in the air and landing hard as he came down, and that's a big wicket there for the Lashings. Clinching goes out, boundary by Chetty, an excellent piece of fielding. 2 great pieces of fielding for the Lashings to put them back in the game. Seattle now moves on to 63. With a 3, they've got the run rate, but they're losing the wickets. It's well worth a watch. Riyad will be happy with that wicket. Watch this. Clinton hits it solid, high, but not hard enough. And watch this piece of fielding. Here. It's hard to catch behind that bar there, but he had to jump high in the air and landed on his back to grab that gutsy piece of fielding. So Sujat Nayak, who had 73 in his 3rd game with Sharma, and, over 130 partnership. So these two totally capable of filling the gap left by Gowan and Clinton going out. Little stretch exercise going. Stretching so important in this game, in all sports really. So Sujit Nayak, the facing batsman, Sharma they're both on duck on the zeros at the moment. And come through out. Mark there right away. So after having a rough first outing in this inning, Riap picks up probably the most important wicket in his second over here. He's going to bowl over the wicket to Sharma, who's still on 0. This one's short, and whoa, just manages to dig that one out. Abanu having a great second over here. This one right on the length and just almost trickles onto the wicket. He's got the batsman at a disadvantage at the moment. Again, oh, this one he hits, slams in short. It's going to be regarded as a wide. And I think that was Riap having a hard time releasing there. I think it just stuck in his hand. It happens when you sweat quite a bit. He wouldn't have planned it that short. That's on a length and pushed away for a single. Great over here by Riap. Brought himself on after the power play. Good move. Last ball of the over. Length. Pushed away, but in somewhat patchy fashion. I'll take the score to 67 for 3. Naik making a little equipment adjustment there, deciding to play without his cover. That was Sharma who was making the adjustment. Taking almost that offside guard again, left hand. So Naik facing. Oh, wide. Rainer's having a little trouble with his line and length. Needs to relax a little bit. That one beat the batsman. It'll just be a single. Lucky to get his bat on that. A few minor adjustments. Rainer asking for his mid-on, pushing him out to extra cover there. And goes right to where he adjusted. Good field play. Coming round the wicket now, get a different angle. Good piece of adjustment there by Rainer. First two coming over a bit wide, and now he's adjusting his line by coming around the wicket. Just two off the overs so far, including a wide. This one's driven hard through covers, and it'll be 4 runs. So the batsman picking up the change line there right away. The shoulders through the ball there, piercing the fielders. Well positioned. Nothing patchy about that shot. Score moves on to 73 for 3. Run rate about the same as what the Lashings were at this stage. This one's shorter, punched out to the offside single. So Sharma on 5 and 3 at the end of that over. Score now 74 for 3. There's one more to come for the wide. Rainer coming over the wicket for this last ball of the over. After again getting tagged for the 4 there. That's the one they pushed down. Being chased, cut off at the boundary there. Nice piece of fielding. And there'll be 2 on that. Sharma moves on to 6 now. Score 77 for 3. Yep, choosing to keep the bowling. This is 3rd over. This one's a bit short, and it's driven hard. It'll be cut off here in front of the box, and that will be just a single. I'm afraid to bowl a short ball now and again. It's part of the strategy. Keeps it varied. This one will be fuller length, I think. Yes. Push leg side. Straight to the... Another single. That's... Coming in from the off start out to leg there, going with the spin on the ball. Menu put a more wrist into that one. Adjusting his field, pushing his field out there to finer leg. And this one almost gets under the bat. No run, dot ball. This one's tagged and it's going straight to the field, and it's out on the boundary. Caught. Another one of those great boundary cap. Riap's bowling. He'll be very happy with that. Some excellent bowling. Kept it tight. Got the batsman. Decided to hit it hard and straight into the open hands of a graceful or grateful fielder. Graceful and grateful. So Sharma, the out batsman. And I'm sure he'd like to call that one back. Great piece of bowling here by Abhimanyu after a tough first over. Now he's got 2 wickets. Watch this drive here. Straight into the outstretched hand. Boundary fielder. He did well to bring himself up before the power play and then save these runs from here. So two of those catches right in the area where it's hard for the cameras to catch, but they were both excellent catches, well judged. And the score now moves on to 80 for 4. The run rate the same as Lashings at 8, with 9.5 overs gone. So this will be the 10th over. So at this rate, 160 runs and chasing 174 to win. So it's going to evenly poised game at the moment. There are more wickets down than Lashings had at this time. So it'd be nice to see Lashings come out with a win here. It wouldn't change the standings in any way, but it would be a good pick-me-up for the team at the end of this series. So great competitive game on tap here as we're at the halfway mark. So we're up. One ball left in the over for the new batsman. Shanam coming in. Abhinav Sudashanam. He's a 21-year-old, so he's a youngster, getting some experience up against a batsman with his tail in the air after those two wickets, two important wickets. This one, nice length, meets that on the volley, pushed out to the same fielder that caught the last one, and that should be the end of the over. 81 for 4 as the overs end, with 1 for 4 off the over by Abhinav Riap there. Excellent bowling.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Abhinav changing the bowling again, bringing on Shah at this the one after he had bowled 3 at this end. 2. Well, facing a 21-year-old. Good experience for these two players here. Akshar Shah coming into bowler's 3rd over as Rayner is taken off. Rayner, a good experienced bowler to have in on the death ball overs. Shah here being used as a stock bowler to keep the runs down while the score basically. So they're trying to hit 174 at the halfway mark. Projected rate 162 for the Seattle Thunderbolts. Shah 15 runs off his two overs so far. Bowled 2 from the Severn end, and here's the first one coming the Wong end. That one nice length pushed out to the offside. It'll go straight to the fielder, and batsman push back by Sudashanam. Nayak now facing. Nayak could be looking to establish a good partnership here. Lashings got to their score of 174 with 8 wickets still standing. Elmore had get to bat. So it was a great innings for them. And comes Shah. Nice length. Oh, he just got the edge on that. That was very unlucky. That's 4 runs all the way. But the batsman did not really see it. Because as good as a good shot, I guess. Went through the slips area for 4. No fielder. And very fine edge, bottom edge. Shah in for his 3rd ball. Pitches that one up beautifully. It's going to be judged a wide. It's the sort of thing when you're young, it's easy to overcompensate. Let's see, we get stumps to stump on this next one. Get to read the mind of the bowler right here. Yeah, and he comes. This one's pitched up, straight to the fielder. Great piece of fielding. Lashings can be proud of their fielding today. 2 catches. 3 actually, 3 wonderful catches, especially Elmore's out there. We've got one on the boundary here on the other side too. So 3 excellent catches today by Lashings. All 4 of their outs were catches. Again, straight to the fielder. Good running between the wickets there. As the score moves on to 84. So 85 runs needed off 9.2 overs. Shah looking to keep the runs down. Just 6 off the over so far. This one slightly overpitched and picked up straight to the fielder. Good piece of fielding. Hard hit ball. Got his body right behind it. Getting some good support from the fielders today and on the Lashings side. So Shah, just a single off that last ball, and this should be the last ball of the over. 7-ball over with the wide, and this one comes in short. This time Pierces right out to mid-wicket there. Nicely swept up, but that'll just be another single. So keeping the run rate down. He's got 1 more over left. Up showing the intelligence of a bowling captain, really moving his bowlers through the paces, changing ends with them, trying to keep the Thunderbolts balance. He's chosen to stay on for his 4th over here and picked up wickets. Okay, Re-up has just brought in a shortish 3rd man to fill that gap behind the stump. That's pushed out right to covers there. Just a single. This one's short pitch, flicked off to the leg side there. Elmore Hutchinson picking up and throwing right in to Harry, the wicketkeeper, Harmat Singh. Just another single. This one. Yep. Just tries to force in off the off stump. He really curls that wrist when he wants that ball to move in. 3 balls. This one coming in, same again, tagged away, leg side. They're going to go for 2 on this one. They're getting used to that cut on the ball. Rear, up in menu. Just 5 off the over so far. 2 balls to go. Pushed out on the offside. Oh, and that's a nasty trip there by Aubameyang. Fortunately, no damage. Got his foot right on the ball, slid on it and fell over. And this one on a nice length. Going to be pushed right out to mid-wicket there for a single. So a little bit of cat and mouse going on out there in the middle as these 2 battle for supremacy in the middle. And just 6 runs over, keeps the scoring rate within range. 97 for. No, just adjusting his stance there. A little partnership forming. Sujit now on 19 in 14 balls. Short of a length, hit straight to the fielder. That'll just be a single. So Aubameyang handling his bowlers very well. Just like a good bowler should. Hajizada in again. Second ball of the over. This one's short. Way over the head of the batsman. What was that? Well, it's going to be judged a wide. That's the second ball like that we've had in this innings, and I think probably sweat on the ball, meaning that they can't release it. There have been occasions where bowlers get what they call the yips, where they have a hard time just bowling accurate, or they just lose their total line and length, rather like Simone Biles when she couldn't orientate when she's somersaulting. This can happen to bowlers as well, but in this case I think it's just sweat and not being able to release the ball right off the bat. To use a phrase, that one's much better. But a wide. Now that release was more of, instead of a tight grip, which the second one was more of a seam type release with our fingers around the seam. So having a little trouble with his release here, which is affecting his length. So Sadashaman 5 and Nayak on 20. Let's have a look at the release this time. That's better. Pushed out on the offside. Deep point picks up. Third man, Gully, wicketkeeper, point. cover and deep mid off on the offside here today. This one driven hard to Elmore. Rolls it back to the bowler. Not wanting him to use too much energy. 2 wides off the over so far. That tough release period that Hajizada had. First been known as Akmal. In comes Akmal. This one pushed away fast. Crisply hit shot there, straight to mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket. And six runs off the over, all singles, including 2 wides. So 2 more balls to come. In comes Akmal. Pushes this one short and it's picked up. Then it'll be a single. The deep mid wicket over there on the leg side. Should be the last ball of the over. Akmal coming in. Good, comfortable cadence run up. This one's short, and that's going to be a wide. So 3 wides off this over so far. Up to now, the extras have not been a major aspect of the game, but they're beginning to feature right now. Got to keep these extras down if you want to win the game. And that's a nice full length ball straight to Elmore there, mid on. So 105 for 4, 13 overs gone, 68 needed at 9.71 run rate.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So the captain having a word with Akmal about his bowling. Actually, he was talking to Rayner, who's coming on at the Severn end. He's brought him off the other end. And I'm sure he was saying to Rayner, please, no extras. So Rayner's rubbing his hands on the ground, make sure that no sweaty attachment to the ball. Managing sweat on days like this is an important part of the game, actually. They have been hydrating very well. Coming over the wicket, that one's kind of hooked right out here to mid-on. It's not hooked, it was more a scoop drive. So Nayak adjusting his guard there. So Sudashanam on 9. Third over here for That one's going to go onto the boundary, where fielder right there, and they're going to get 2. Oh, that was almost a run out. So 3 off Rayner's first 2 balls. Nyack on 24. So this is turning into a very interesting game with almost 10 needed and over for the win for the Thunderbolts. So it'd be great. There's a warning there to the batsman who was following up a little bit adventurously there. Rayner happy to bowl both sides of the wicket, try to keep the batsman guessing. He's coming over right now, a slow one there as the batsman pulls out. May have a fly in his eye. This also can happen here at Woodley. We're right next to the dry arroyo here. That one driven away hard, and it'll be just 1 run. Emphatic drive that. Score now 110 for 4. 13.3 overs gone. Rayner bowling tidily. This one's nice length. This one's picked up straight to the fielder. Chetty picking up here, and that'll be a single. So Rayner bowling well. Nyack, the facing batsman, already on 25. Picks this one high, and it's gone all the way for 6 runs, right behind the commentator's box here. Just missing the cameraman. Beautiful shot. Goes down on bended knee. A little short, picks that one up, just drives it hard. And that's an excellent 6 and breaks the clampers that Lashings were putting on the Thunderbolts. The heavens erupted on that one. This one's a fuller length and just managed to tip it away. They'll head off the 4 here. Chetty getting a lot of fielding action out there at mid-off. Deep mid-off, of course. And with that 6, the run rate's still 9.33. Required to overhaul the Lashings, as Seattle are scoring 8.43 and over. So very evenly poised game. The graph would show neck and neck. So Rayner could have done without that 6, but he bowled very tidily up to that point. And it was the one short ball, and it was picked up. Nyack is a very opportunistic batsman and very disciplined. His 3rd innings that I watched was he scored 87 not out, so he can power this middle order, which is one of the strengths of the Seattle side. So you can't give up on at this point of the game, even though you got 2 of their major batsmen sitting in the pavilion. They bat all the way down to 6 at least, so you can't let up. $118 for 4. More now brought into the attack, and in he comes. Nice full pitch ball straight to the onside fielder there. They're going to need Elmore's best to keep this game in the win column. The batsman communicating well there between the wickets. So a change of guard being taken by Sudashanman. In comes Elmore, loping in. Good strong release, good full pitch ball there. And I'm sure the batsman adjusted after speaking to Nayak. Came more to the offside guard. Nayak's very experienced in handling players like Elmore. So probably offering a little advice there. Elmore bowling full length. Leg and off stump at the moment. Same again, nice full length this time, picked up on the volley, well stopped there by the fielder, almost took his head off, it went so hard. And Elmore acknowledges the courageous bit of fielding there. Definitely stopped to 4. It was a full bore ball. Excellent piece of fielding. So Lashings have really raised their fielding in this game. They've taken 4 catches. And that's kept them in the game beautifully. Elmore, 3 excellent balls, full length. He's been bowling. That one's short for him. It's catchable though. It drops between the 2 fielders. It'll just be 1 single. So Elmore bowling a nice tidy over here, much needed. Just 3 off the over so far, including a ball that almost took the fielder's head off. Score moves on to 121 for 4. This is Elmore at his best right now on the bowling department. This one nice full length, driven away. Straight to the fielder. Field is well set. Well set by Riap. Four runs, 5 balls. So run rate's now up to 10.6. That gives you an idea of what Elmore's over is doing as things tighten. Like the rubber band, the veritable rubber band tightens here. In comes Elmore. That's full length there, almost yorks him. And they just get a single off the very bottom of the bat. Good over there by Elmore. It's just 5 off the over. Pushes the run rate needed up to 10.2. Score 123 for 4.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
Vedant Jain, the new bowler. First time he's bowled today. Vedant out of USC. Has a net down there where he practices next to the engineering. I think he's now fully graduated from there, but he's does a lot for development in the Compton area and loves his cricket, takes it very seriously. And then he comes right arm over. Gets a lot of spin on that ball with his wrist. If anything, he tends to bowl a bit flattish, which allows the batsman to pick up the line quicker than it could be. Let's see if he airs this one out a bit. That was a bit shortish, and it's picked up, and that's going to be 4 runs. Four runs. It's been a while since a boundary. It's that flattish trajectory that is makes it hittable. In comes again and picked up again and straight to the fielder this time. Good piece of fielding. They're going to go for 2. So Vedant's relying on his finger spin, but a little loop or 2 might help. Just a suggestion. Adjusting his field. This one pushed out to the leg side. Good fielding here by Lashings today. That's what's kept them in the game. There's Seattle run rate of 8.4 and they need 9.6 to keep on par. This one's short. This one's going to be hit hard and high. It's going to land in the hands of the fielder Elmore Hutchinson. 2 great catches there today by Elmore. Vedant would be very happy with that. I think it's one of his first wickets for the Lashings. I should have to look at the statistics later on tonight to verify that, but it's a nice wicket for him. After he adjusted his slightly shorter ball there and was mishit into the safe hands of Elmore Hutchinson. A 5th wicket goes down to a catch in the field by Lashings, so they can be well happy with their fielding. So Sudashanam, the outgoing batsman, Nayak still there on 36, can still do a lot of damage. And in comes Atif Akwala, opening bowler for the Thunderbolts. Just the last ball in the over left. So the batsman just cluing him in. Nayak, a very experienced middle order batsman, perfectly capable of taking any attack apart. So this game is going to be evenly poised all the way to the end. Score now 132 for 5 with 1 ball to go to the end of the 16th over. 4 overs left after this ball. So Atif Atawala. Nearly all of these players are all-rounders. T20, they're at a premium. And this one pitched up. Nice piece of bowling there. And that's the end of the over. Jane can feel well content with that. 9 off the over, just enough to keep it intact, but a very important wicket there. Elmore on for his third over. Got one left after this. Fast bowler. Bowling to fast bowler, although Atwal is not facing right now. Nayak's the facing batsman on 36. In comes Elmore, bowled a very effective over the last over. Very tight, full length with a Yorker thrown in. This one's slightly short of a length. Straight goes out to mid-on. You can feel it in the team whenever Elmore comes in. The confidence level rises. They know they've got somebody they can muster behind. And of course, he's played a lot of experience for playing for the US. Saw him play against Jersey for the US over on the adjoining field, the Wong field. A lot of crowds out that day. Jersey's surprisingly strong in the ICC third division. And during COVID, he trained very hard in the nets here. Puts a lot of application into his cricket game. So it looks like the umpires are inspecting the ball, deciding whether they want to replace it. And of course, it has to be replaced with a used ball of equivalent over length. So 16 over old ball would be required if that's what they're doing right now. And Lashings using this to catch their breath a little bit as they head into these last 4 important overs. So the match referee, running back, an excellent cricketer in his own right, plays for Hollywood. Gachuran has been here in all these games. He spends a lot of time umpiring. Loves his cricket. So here come out the balls again. Gachuran getting his exercise. These the white balls do tend to self-destruct quicker than the red ball. Something about the red ball, it's the skin on it is seems to be a bit softer than these white balls. They tend to crack a bit more easily. Indeed, most of the umpires have a special carrier on their belts where they switch balls at each over to try and extend the length of the ball. Never happens with the red ball, and that's why they use that for the 200 overs a pop rather than the 20 that you get with T20 here. In test matches they change the ball at 200 overs, and of course it's a decision made by the umpire. So now with the ball changed, in comes Elmore for his second ball of this over. This one's shortish and it's picked up and it's catchable and it's caught. So 6th catch of the day for Lashings. Let's give credit where it's due here, and Elmore now having a nice caught out after he's caught 2 himself. So it's good teamwork here by the Lashings as Seattle move on to 133 for 5. Atwalo is the outgoing batsman, not having trouble to score too much, and just a miss hit there. But Elmore bowling very effectively right now. Full stretch, full length. Looking very comfortable out there, and there's a lovely catch right there, right into the outstretched hands on his knees, and keeps that hand underneath the ball so the cameraman can see it for sure. And excellent stretch catch that. So Harbishan Singh there, the wicket keeper, is loosening up. And really the Lashings treading somewhat lightly right now. They look as though they think they can win this, and I think they can. So 41 needed in 3.4 overs, or 11 runs an over needed, with Hutchinson just picking up a wicket. But Nayak is still there, and he's the danger man right now. In comes Hutchinson for his third ball. This one's shortish, it just pops up, almost lands on the wicket. Just popped up over the batsman's head and just ran away from the wicket. It's very rare you see those balls land right on top and the bails pop up, but it does happen. More importantly, it's a dot ball at an important stage of the game. So Elmore looking very comfortable in his run-up right now. He's got another over after this, so he'll finish off. Good bowling changes by Rayap, the captain, to keep the team ticking over. In steams Elmore. This one's short, but coming so fast it's hard for the batsman to get away, so they just get a single for that. It's one thing bowling short, but when you've got pace on it, you can get away with a lot. Hurries the batsman's shot, and just a single. So run rate of 12 needed, and the run rate at the moment on the batsman, between the batsmen with a new batsman in, is 8.4. The noose begins to tighten. In comes Elmore, nice fuller length ball, driven hard, and that's going to be a much needed 4 for the Seattle Thunderbolts. It's a sonic hit, that. Lovely drive. Just right behind it, full blade of the bat. Head in position. See a nice picture there of the Sampulveda Basin, the flood basin here at Woodley. During the winter months, sometimes these fields are underwater. All the critters get running. And in comes Elmore, and this is a full length ball, Yorker length. Usually puts one in about number 5. Excellent over so far. And the field switches around with the score now 139 for 6 after 17 overs. So Lashings, change of bowling here to Shah. Akshay Shah. Sujak now on 42 and 28 balls, and Banti Dunchak, the new batsman, in. And Akmal, the bowler. Driven's pass, is it going to go for 4? It's going to be cut off. It's going to be cut off. Excellent piece of fielding there by Chetty. Gets across really fast to get behind it and saves a definite 4 there. No question, if he hadn't moved quickly, That would have been 4. Seen many a 4 bounce off that tree in his last 6 days of cricket here. Score 141 for 6. In comes Akmal bowling on a fine length there, and that's going to go straight to mid-on, just for a single. The noose begins to tighten now. There's 12 runs required per over, with 2 overs left after this. Nayak now on 45, again batting extremely well. And do check the incoming batsman facing Akmal. Bowling very well, first 2. This one's short, he got lucky and it's caught off the leading edge. So this is looking closer and closer to victory for Lashings. They'll be delighted to put this one in the bag. It'll be good for cricket actually, because Lashings have fought very hard, had a lot of close calls in this tournament, and to knock off the top team is no mean feat when you've been languishing on the bottom for a while. So they show they've got the grit and the ability to win, and that's what they're going to take home from this game. So Akmal will be very happy with that wicket. Just got 3 off the first two balls and then a wicket. And the run rate now at 8.1 and 12.8 needed, so 4 extra runs needed per over to win this game. Nice take there by Harry, the wicketkeeper. Big presence behind the stumps there. Powerful man, hard hitter of the ball when he gets going. So Akmal on his fourth ball of the over. Abanu Riap deserves a lot of credit for his bowling changes as captain in this game. He's maximized his bowlers quite well. New batsman Nama, Rujit Nama. And that one's caught off the back of the bat. And we're on a hat-trick. So we've had 2 on a hat-tricks in this game. And now we're in our second. And there's just been 1 hat-trick achieved in this series, 2020-24, and that was by New Jersey on the East Coast. So Akmal with a ball to go. Is he going to get his hat-trick? Incoming batsman. So Nayak still there on 45. I'm sure he'd love to have his 50. And now we're really down to the bottom of the batting order for Seattle. We really haven't seen it in this series. This is the first time we got this far down. So we're about to get some experience for these players that haven't had much opportunity to bat. And Seattle now on 8 wickets, just 2 left now, with Akmal on 2 wickets in this over. So Mansinghi, the incoming batsman, the excellent bowler, and I have seen him bat, and he can handle this. He and Nayak know each other quite well as far as batting is concerned. So Akmal on the hat-trick. Field hasn't adjusted much. Second one of today. This one's short. Oh, he tried to get him to bite on that one like he did the previous 2, but that didn't work. So, not because he didn't fall for it, simply he just didn't get his bat on the ball. So Nayak given last ball here for Akmal. 2 wickets in the over on a hat trick there, but didn't quite get through. And will he bowl this one short like he did the 2 wicket taking balls? Let's have a look. Full length, almost Yorker length there. Excellent ball, and just one off the over, more to the point, one off that ball rather. So 3 off the over and just 2 wickets as well. 2 for 3 in that over. Doesn't get much better than that. 142 for 8 with 2 overs left, and Elmore probably coming on. He's got 1 over left. It'll be interesting to see where Abanu uses Elmore. Take a break on 142 for 8. So, Freight Train Elmore on for his 4th and last over. 19th over of the innings. It'll be interesting to see who bowls the last over. Who will have the honour. As 32 runs needed in these next 2 overs to win the game, if you are a Thunderbolts. So Elmore, the man of the hour, the man of the moment. 2 great catches today and a wicket. Has a good game. Didn't even bat, so that's probably part of it. He was rested coming in. The batting was so good by Lashings today. They got 173 just for 2. Opening partnership of 115. A remarkable start for them after a tough series, showing a lot of character. Okay, Nayak facing, he's on 45. Full length, he picks that one up, and that's going to be 6 runs, and that's his 50. They need 16 and over to win this game. So Nayak picks that one up, deposits it beyond the mid-wicket boundary. Nayak now on 51 in 31 balls. 2 4s, 2 6s, 164 strike rate. You can't ask much more than that from your batsman, especially facing somebody like Elmore. So what does Elmore do here? This one off stump. Good piece of wicket keeping there. Goes on to second slip. Captain just congratulating Harry there for stopping at what would have been an easy 4 in terms of buys. Good piece of keeping there by Harry. Abimanu, here's 3rd slip or gully. That one's short, and he catches him. He catches him with that. And out goes Nayak. So those short balls have really paid dividends. And Nayak can't believe it, especially this late in the game, because he thought he could bring it home. So that's a very, very important wicket there for Elmore. He's got 2 wickets now, 2 great catches. His best game of this series by far. He can feel well pleased with his workload today. He's done a great job. So Nayak now, having got his 50 with that last 6, gets out. And Nayak giving a little bit of encouragement to the number 4 coming in for the Sonics. Sanat Misra, the under 19-year-old. Yeah, you talk about pressure. Last wicket in, 19 years old. facing one of the top bowlers out there, but of course he's at the defensive end for now. Well, no, he's not. Here he is to face Elmore's fourth ball right here. A bowler in full cry and wanting this last wicket. Slams it down, and it's caught by the wicketkeeper, but there was no edge to it. This is great cricket, really great cricket. In one of the least expected games in terms of closeness, this has been one of the best games, as Lashings raised their game to knock off possibly the top team in the league for the West. In comes Elmore, slams it down again, and this one's driven hard by the youngster, almost caught, and I think it may go for 4. Good effort there on the part of the fielder, trying to make a catch. It's one of those full committed type fielding situations. You either get the catch or you miss it and it goes for 4. And I think he did the right thing. The 19-year-old will remember that one for some time. Coming back under pressure. This is great stuff. Elmore's last ball. He will not be happy to be hitting for 4 by a 19-year-old. Let's see what happens now. Well, this one's slightly on the leg side, and that's the end of the over. So at the end of the over, 152 for 9, chasing 173 for 2 on the part of the Lashings, and Mansingi to face. So 22 runs needed off the over for the Thunderbolts to bring this game home. Or will it be the first victory for Lashings in this series? And Shah, the 21-year-old, playing for Lashings, coming to finish off. What an honor. So we've got a 19-year-old facing a 21-year-old out there in the middle. 152 for 9. The captain making the adjustments for this last over of the game. 22 runs needed for victory for Seattle. Shah coming in to bowl. It's the last over. This one hit hard, straight to the fielder. It sends him back. The noose begins to tighten. Run rate now 25 required. 25. Score 153 for 9. Shah, the 21-year-old bowler, coming in for his second ball of the last over of this game. This one's long, and it's flicked over. The 19-year-old there doing a heck of a job to take that for 4 runs. Quick thinking. Quick thinking. So they pick up a 4. That's the first reverse sweep we've had all day that's been effective. Nice little job there. Right. Feel a climbing back in from Wongfield. And Shah, good length ball, and it was able to be scooped into that area by the youngster. Sanal Misra. Third ball of the over. This one's slower and hit hard and into the fielder's hands, and that's the end of the game. And with 3 balls to go, Shah brings it home for the Lashings. What a great game. So Lashings win this one by 157 to 173, so about 16-run difference, and they'll be very happy with that win. It's the first win for them in this series, knocking off the top team. Thunderbolts will still go through to the next round, but an excellent last catch. And really, if there's one fundamental thing in this game that made the difference, was that Lashings kept all their catches, and 7 of the wickets that went out were caught. And Elmore's catch, the double bouncer one, I think really was worth a replay. Top 10 highlight. It was an excellent catch. So Thunderbolts 19.3 overs, run rate of 8.5, just falling short here with 157, with the Lashings having got 173 for 2. So Lashings really the deserved winners here. And Gujral had 70 in 50 balls, and Kalicharan 69 in 52. So the opening bats put on a great performance there, and then Chetty powering it at the end with 32 for 7, 17 balls. Nayak 51 and is the top scorer, 32 Clinton, and the captain Ian Chowan 21 in 11 balls. So those two not lasting as long. The middle order doing what it could, but not quite enough to bring home the game for the Thunderbolts. Sharma 20 for 2, Nama 13 for no wicket, and Duchek 14 for no wicket bowling, and Ukmal 30 for 3, excellent bowling, and picked up a couple of back-to-back wickets, was on a hat-trick there for a while. Elmore Hutchison 2 great catches and great bowling figures of 2 for 27, and Abanu Rayap, the captain, 2 for 28. So the bowling and the fielding today bringing home, and some excellent batting. Good all-round performance by the Lashings. They know they can do it in future, and Thunderbolts go down in this game, and the Lashings can feel well pleased with their effort today at the end of this section of the tournament with minor league cricket. So congratulations, Lashings, and thank you for helping us with the broadcast, Yash Technologies, and we'll sign out knowing that the playoff games will be played in Dallas. So great cricket here at Woodley for the last 2 weekends. Very enjoyable to watch, and seeing the improvement in the teams shows the value of this format. As you saw there at the end, the 21-year-old getting a wicket, the 19-year-old still in at the end. So it's providing a platform where these players can get pressure and start to learn to handle it at the higher level. So thank you for listening, and look forward to broadcasting with you in future. Take care.
You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.